Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the civic subject. In that, chapter number 2, diversity in society. Diversity. Now, what do you mean by the word diversity? Try to understand. Diversity means understanding that each individual is unique and also recognizing our individual differences. Now here diversity means that understanding, that should be mutual understanding between each and every individual. Now diversity we have seen, students. Now what do you mean by unity in diversity? Okay. Now try to understand it. Diversity is a rich social heritage. Now what do you mean by social heritage? Heritage means it is a culture aspect, okay, or tradition that has been passed on through generations, like including gift and particular occasion, then greeting others when one enters in a room and shaking hands. So this is a social heritage. We have diversity of religious, then languages, okay, and culture. Different customs, now see, different customs are followed and observed, and even different festivals are celebrated in different regions. A feeling of unity, now a feeling of unity in diversity has evolved by living together for thousands of years, and this makes the feeling of oneness, leads to the unity in the Indian society. So students, have you understood the meaning of diversity and what do you mean by unity in diversity? Let's go further. Now in this chapter we are going to see this 2.1, that is diversity is a strength. Okay, there are 4 points. So we will see this first one, diversity is a strength. Second one is the principle of secularism. Third one, the contribution of society to our development. 4, regulation of society. So let's start. Now diversity is a strength. Now in this, to live with different groups is to experience coexistence. Now here what do you mean by, students? Coexistence means what? A state of fact of living at the same time or in the same place, that is known as the coexistence. Coexistence helps to increase the level of understanding among the people. Obviously, when we are living in some place for years and years, so obviously there is a understanding between each other. It acquaints us with each other's traditions, customs, and way of life. Acquaints means what, students? It makes someone aware, okay, that we are familiar with our traditions, customs, and way of the life. We learn to respect each other's the way of life. Obviously, when we are living in a one family, in a society, that should be a respect, okay, that should be respect to each other. So that is the way of life. Now second one is secularism in India. Now here, what do you mean by the word secularism? Try to understand. Means the principle of separations of states, principle of separation of the states from religious institutions. Okay, can you see the religious, different kind of religions are there. So there is a separations. Now here, India is an important secular nation of the world. Okay, students, we know already India is an secular nation. Okay, we have great linguistic and religious diversity in our country. So in India there are different people of different languages, different religion, different custom they are following. In order to preserve this diversity in a sound and healthy manner, we have accepted the principle of secularism. Obviously, when we are living in India, we need to accept the manner. Okay, we need to accept the principles of secularism. Understand? Now what are the principle of secularism? Now can you see here different religious pictures here are there. Can you see in this? Now every person has freedom to worship as per their religion or the religion of their choice. Can you see in this picture, students, that every person has a freedom. So can you see how the people are worshipping according to their religion? Understand? Then opportunity for education, means of livelihood, and government jobs are made available to all. Now it is not like that education is given to some particular person only. It is not like that. For everyone education is there, for everyone government job is there. So there is no discrimination in the, so there is no discrimination on the basis of religion. It is not like that this particular type of religion individual should have the government job. So no discrimination is there. Now there are special provision in constitutions for the protection of religious and linguistic minority. Now this is a constitution. In this constitutions, okay, some provisions are been there to protect our religion. Understand? So what are they? There are special provision in the constitution for protection of religious and linguistic minorities. Now here minorities group. Now what do you mean by that? Just try to understand. Minorities are free to protect and preserve their linguistic and cultural identity. They are also free to bring out development for their own communities through education. Now here linguistic minority means what, student? It is a class of people whose mother tongue is different from that of the majority of the state or the part of the state. The Constitution provides for the protection of the interest of the linguistic minority. So, have you understand what you mean by minority? So, people with their mother tongue is different, okay, from that of majority in the state. Those who are living in the state, but the languages are different. So, the Constitution provides some protection, okay, of interest to these linguistic minorities.